So, by the end of today's video, those short drives are going to be a thing of the past. And with one simple little change, as we see here, we're going to take your tee shots from this to this. Incredibly easy, under 10 minutes. And honestly, this will transform the way you drive the ball with one simple change. So did you spot that one simple change at address that allowed me to deliver more club head speed, a better angle of attack, and just the all-important thing of that longer drive? Now, like I said, it is all about, if you want to hit driver longer, we need to hit it out the middle of the club face, we need to swing the club a little bit quicker, and we need to get that club head traveling up at impact. So that's that perfect mix of ingredients to give you that long drive. But I see a lot of golfers really struggle with distance because the way they set up to the golf ball makes it incredibly difficult to do all those things. So the first one that I did there, I got my hands on the club, felt everything was nice, got the club down and got set there. But what we can see when you look at me face on there is my shoulders are very, very level and my sternum's kind of straight up. And what that really promotes in the golf swing is not a massive change in the backswing, but as I'm swinging down into impact, the club's going to be moving a little bit more from the outside. That low point's going a little bit ahead of the golf ball. I'm keeping loft off it, and even if the strike's good, I don't launch the ball high enough and kind of get the spin and everything correct to maximize distance. So it's a really easy way of setting yourself better with driver, just from positioning yourself differently. So the way we're going to change it is, rather than getting those hands on there, that the shoulders are already level, we're going to put that lead hand on the club and the club behind the golf ball, and then we're going to bring the trail hand in underneath. But rather than just coming in this way, where you can still see the stripes on my arm, we're going to actually come in this way, so you can hardly see the stripes, see much more of my forearm, then just going to rotate the hand on top. So straight away you can see sternum position is different, shoulders are different. So that's going to allow me to deliver the club low point behind and get the club traveling up to begin with. So straight away there we should see a difference in the way we deliver the club, and that, because it's a more efficient way of hitting driver, should straight away give us that little bit extra distance. So we're going to set up, feel that forearm's looking towards the camera, and then just literally rotate the wrist to get to there, and then let's put a good swing on it. So good solid strike. We can see that one now comfortably over that bunker, well down the fairway. Was hoping for a little bit more run than that. But we see straight away, carry 249, total 271, low point 6.2 inches behind, so the club's travelled up 4 degrees. So the beauty there is we're starting to see a bit more efficiency, just because that trail arm, by putting the trail arm in a different place, my shoulders are better, my upper body's better. Now, what's also great with this is once you're into that position there, as you transfer towards the golf ball now, we can hit against that nice firm lead side, and because we're going to push harder into the ground, in theory there's the potential for a little bit more club head speed just from setting up in a different place at all. Now I would say once most golfers have got that little bit more efficiency and picking up distance like we saw there, this becomes a little bit cherry on top of the cake, but got to get in that habit, and I still do it sometimes. I just get in that habit of holding the club there. Straight away we can see that that forearm is more up on top, so you can't really see my lead arm. Whereas down the line there, we can just see the top of that forearm over the trail arm. So different body alignment, different setting at address. But then, once you feel you can do that, have a few practice swings where you actually just consciously try and swing a little quicker. And just trust the fact that now the delivery is going to be better We're going to maintain that accuracy. And then if we can start squeezing those extra couple of mile an hour out at the club head speed, we can translate that into distance. So I've got myself set. Again, felt very solid. Very tiny little fade on that one. But again, comfortably over the bunker, right down the middle, never as long as I'd like. But we can see there, another couple of mile an hour, ball speed's jumped up, low point still 5 inches behind, club's travelled up 3 degrees, and again, still nearly 250 carry and nearly 270 total. But I think the biggest challenge for most golfers is, because they're so obsessed with getting the ball in play, they never really try and swing quickly. You know, it's like, I feel like I swing too fast and that's why I hit it all over the place. It's not the speed the reason you hit it all over the place. And then the fact that you're hitting it wide and short is a killer. So when we get into that old position there, straight away I can feel that my shoulders are pointing over there. That right arm feels very straight on top. And just drill that into the floor. No strike on that one. But we just want to change that setup at address with driver. Because remember, the ball's up in the air. For me here, I'm using the orange Castle tee, so it's a nice high tee. Really promotes that I can get the low point behind, get that club travelling up. And then, like we said, if I can get into that habit, forearm towards the camera, rotate the wrist to get to there. And if I can get a little bit more club head speed, we still should see a nice accurate tee shot. Bunker's not in play. Might just run through the fairway, but I can live with that. It's very playable. And we can see a little bit more club head speed again. As a result of that, ball speed went up. Still lovely behind with that low point. Club travelling up. More carry at 253 and total at 270. So remember, if you want to start hitting driver further than ever, you've got to start being more efficient initially with how you deliver the club. And a really key way of doing that is changing the way you set up. Don't set up with those shoulders level, with that lead arm too straight. We're going to place lead hand on the club, so trail arm in, forearm looking towards the camera, rotate the hand. You can see the difference in the position of the body. That's going to enable you to deliver the club more efficiently. Then, the little cherry on top is you can start swinging quicker and start hitting driver longer and straighter than ever before.